Good day, everybody, and welcome to the final Duck Life live session of 2022. That's absolutely crazy. My name is Mornay, and I'm JobDuck South African Brand Ambassador. As you may know, we are a recruitment agency. Our mission is to help incredible people build an amazing career working from home for a United States-based business. The career opportunities we offer are full-time and well remunerated. You might be asking, what career opportunities do we have available? And you might need some more information. Well. Alina and I are here to show you guys the way.
Hi guys, my name is Alina and I am JobDuck's brand ambassador for Latin America. Thank you so much for tuning in. And yes, as Morning mentioned, today we will be telling you more about our career growth opportunities and what you need to know before you decide to apply. We'll try our best to be clear on each and every step, but in case you have any questions, please feel free to send them over in the comment section and we will gladly answer them before we end the live session.
Oh yes, and also if you want to ask about other JobDuck related topics, we are here to assist you as well. Please do not hesitate to ask any questions you may have, or if you require any tips or recommendations for the next stages of the application process. The Duck Life live session intends to inform, but also to help you guys.
Yes, you can start asking your questions immediately and we'll be sure to answer them at the end of our topic. We're moments away from kicking off today's topic, but before we get there, we would like to mention a few disclaimers.
We are a recruitment agency.
We never ask our candidates for money at any step of the application process. If someone asks you for money, please ignore the request and report the account. Do not give out your money because that is 100% a scam. Take care of your money and your information, please.
Please remember that applying does not guarantee you'll get hired. Just like in any normal job, you need to prove how you would be a great asset for the company and follow every instruction in the application process correctly in order to be able to complete it successfully and become part of the team.
Thank you for watching our disclaimers video. Now, let's kick things off with our available virtual administrative assistant positions. The virtual nature of this opportunity requires a motivated, tech-savvy individual with strong communication and writing skills. This role is primarily administrative, but sometimes it may include customer service support. The starting salary is $800 per month. And then, of course, guys, some of the duties include, but are not limited to making travel and meeting arrangements, preparing reports, and maintaining appropriate filing systems. To be considered for this role, you need 6 months of experience in a related field and or a degree related to that field as well. You also need proficiency in English, excellent attention to detail, superior ability to prioritize, strong written and verbal communication skills, and proficiency in MS Office. If you believe that you're a perfect fit for this position, do not hesitate to apply today.
Absolutely, you heard it, guys. Visit www.jobduck.com and apply today. Moving on, let's talk about the virtual marketing assistant position. Now, this role is primarily content creation, graphics and video, copywriting, and digital marketing analysis. But sometimes it may include the creation of funnel campaigns and newsletters. For this role, the starting salary is $1,000. As I mentioned, some of the duties may include, but are not limited to planning and implementing marketing and advertising activities, planning events, writing copy, posting on social media, assisting in keeping the company visible and connected to clients and prospects, basic video editing, and social media management. The requirements are the following: proficiency in English, excellent attention to detail, strong written and verbal communication skills, 2 years of professional experience or a degree in marketing, and proficiency in Microsoft Office. As we mentioned earlier, if you believe this professional opportunity is for you, do not hesitate to apply.
Yes, guys, if you're interested in applying, choose a position that suits you best. Remember that you can only apply for one position at a time. Moving on, let's talk about the intake specialist position. This role requires someone who enjoys organizing detailed information and working with high efficiency to accomplish set goals. The position requires you to welcome and register new clients, maintain and update detailed databases of information, and organize schedules for meetings and appointments. The ideal candidate will also help clients and customers by responding accurately to their various questions, both verbally and in writing. The required skills and traits are the following: high efficiency and time management, administrative skills, attention to detail, great English skills, excellent interpersonal communication skills, and of course, proficiency in MS Office and computer literacy. The starting salary is 900 US dollars per month. And well, what else do we have to offer, Mornay?
Yes, guys, we have even more career opportunities available. How amazing is that? Our current internal positions are the following. This is internal positions, guys. Junior IT Administrator, Information Security Administrator, IT Help Desk Support, Technical Writer, HR Technical Writer, and an Internal Process Team Leader. So visit our website at www.jobdoc.com and simply click on Career Opportunities to find even more information on all of our available career growth opportunities. And hey guys, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask them in the comment section. Alina and I are here to assist you guys.
Yes, at JobDoc, we help incredible people build an amazing career working from home for a United States-based business. And well, as Mornay mentioned, if you have any questions regarding JobDoc, the application process, our career opportunities, or if you need any tips or advice, do not hesitate to ask your questions in the comment section.
Exactly. And guys, if you joined late to this live session, do not worry because we'll post the recording on LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube for your convenience so that you are able to rewatch it from the beginning whenever you want. Okay guys, so while you're writing in the comment section, we want to remind you to subscribe to our newsletter. The Job Flash newsletter includes our open virtual assistant positions for the week, our blogs regarding productivity and home office, information about our latest Pumped Up Quacks podcast recording, and of course the weekly tea blogs where we share all the success stories and testimonials of team members from all around the world. Also, don't forget to visit our resources section on our website. There are many useful resources that you can consult at any time in case you need them.
That's right. And guys, you won't want to miss our next upcoming live session because Mornay will be joined by a very special guest on his next Mornay's World live session, streaming exclusively on Instagram, next Wednesday, December the 21st. Mornay and his guest will discuss a bit more about JobDoc, the interview, the application process, and give you also valuable tips. Be sure to check it out, guys. It's an entertaining and insightful live session.
Yes, thank you so much, Alina. Yes, guys, you are always more than welcome to join my world as we'll have a lot to discuss and we'll also be answering questions from the audience. We'll start live streaming at 1 p.m. Eastern Time sharp, so please set a reminder. Okay guys, so now we want to show you one of our testimonials from a virtual assistant that is currently working remotely for a US-based employer with JobDoc. Let's check it out.
Yes, it is a really positive experience. I really like the fact that they are always looking out for me and asking how I'm feeling, how I'm doing. We have these meetings like once every 3 months or something like that, and where they ask me if I'm doing fine, if I feel comfortable with the job, if I'm having issues with the company. And I really like that they heard everything that I have said in the past.
Thank you for watching this incredible testimonial and for your attention during today's topic. We are glad to see how virtual assistants enjoy their work experience. And well, before we answer your questions, we have a very special announcement to make. We are no longer requesting a cover letter and a 90-second video during the first stages of our application process. Yes, guys, you heard it right. From now on, you will only need to include an essay, your resume in .doc format, and your 15-minute FSET English test result. And that's it.
Absolutely amazing. We are pretty sure that you are surprised about this announcement, guys. Please remember to take note that we are no longer requesting cover letters and 90-second videos during the first stages of our application process. Now, without further ado, we are ready to answer your questions. Please keep them coming, guys.
Yes. Okay, so here I have one. This one says, can you tell us more about the technical writer opportunity? Sure thing. Thank you for your question and thank you for tuning into the live session. The technical writer is responsible for process mapping and process structure support. They need to gather information on day-to-day operations and present this information in a way that it is understandable, educational, and clarifying. As some of the requirements, you must have the ability to balance technical clarity with the need for broad comprehension and use. You also need to have excellent research skills and the ability to create documentation that clarifies products, services, technology, concepts, and document procedures. And I know you guys will be asking this one, so I want to say it right now. The starting salary for this position of the technical writer is $900 per month.
That's awesome information, Alina. Okay, so we have a question from David, and David is asking, do you work only with the country you mentioned on your website or work in other countries? Okay, yes, thank you so much for your question, David. So you need to be living in Argentina, Colombia, El Salvador, Honduras, and Mexico, or Mexico. So yes, thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Okay, this one says, hello guys, I appreciate the information. I have a question about the administrative assistant role. Do I require experience for it? Thank you for your question. Well, for the administrative assistant position, you need at least 6 months of experience in a similar role or a administration related degree, or you can have both. But yeah, it's either one or the other one, the degree or 6 months experience at least in a field related to administration.
Yes, exactly, Elena. You actually answered the next question as well, because Andres is asking, please let us know if all of the available positions require degrees. Okay, yeah, Andres, so as Elena just mentioned, for the admin assistant and intake specialist roles, you need to have a related degree or at least 6 months of experience in a similar role if you don't have a degree. So yes, I think Elena actually answered that question. But yes, thank you so much for asking, Andres.
Thank you guys for asking. Okay, this question says, what is the salary for the internal process leader position? Well, for the internal process leader position, the starting pay is $1,050 per month. So yeah, $1,050.
Okay, Maria is asking a question. Do I have any possibility to apply if I have English B2? Well, okay, Maria, that does improve your chances. The required English levels are B2, which is advanced, and C1 or C2, which are native. So yes, you can absolutely apply. As we mentioned earlier, please visit our website at www.jobdoc.com. Click on the career opportunities tab, and then you can apply from there on out. And yeah, we wish you the best of luck.
Yes, best of luck, guys. Okay, so this question says, good afternoon, I'm currently living in Colombia. Can I apply for the intake specialist position? Absolutely, we are hiring people from Colombia at the moment. Remember that for the intake specialist position, you need to have administration skills, attention to detail, great English skills, excellent interpersonal communication skills, proficiency in MS Office and computer literacy, and also you need to be highly efficient and have time management.
Okay, exactly. Analia is asking, hi, which payment methods do you use in Argentina? Okay, thank you so much for your question. Well, we use a payroll platform called OnTop. So from this platform, you will be able to withdraw your salary to your bank account or virtual wallets, such as PayPal or Pioneer, and even a crypto wallet, which I believe is absolutely amazing. So your staff affiliation will give you more information when the time comes. So yes, thank you so much for your question.
Okay, next question. Do you work on weekends? Well, the schedule can be different from case to case. It is determined by the employer that you would be placed with, but it will never exceed 40 hours per week. So, well, our schedules may not be the same as yours. They all depend on the working hours that the employer has, but will never exceed 40 hours per week.
Okay, Gabrielle has a question. I'm a marketing and ad student, but got a lot of experience for my age, 21 years old. Been working as salesman and sales groups manager mainly. How can I translate this experience to marketing area? I'm looking forward to step aside from sales and start working on something more career oriented. Okay, well, thank you so much for your question. Well, Gabriel, the skills we look for in the marketing assistant role includes graphic design, video editing, and the ability to work with social media. That is actually just to name a few. So you will be asked to submit a marketing portfolio of your work to support your application for the marketing assistant role. So please be sure to add that as well and prepare yourself and get that ready because you will be asked to submit a marketing portfolio. Thank you so much for your question.
That's right. Thank you. Okay, so what are the qualifications for the technical writer? Well, you need to have at least 1 year of experience as a technical writer. You also need to have research and analytical skills, advanced or native English skills, both written and spoken. You need to have excellent verbal and written communication skills, fluency in technical terms, the ability to prioritize and execute tasks in a fast-paced environment. You also need to have the ability to deliver a high-quality documentation. And as for all of our career opportunities, you need to have your own reliable and updated PC, a headset, and good internet speed of at least 30 megabytes per second. I hope that clarified.
Exactly. Okay, so Jonathan is asking, what are the current requirements to apply to your vacancies? I'm interested in working with you guys. Okay, well, thank you so much for your question, Jonathan. Well, first and foremost, you need to be in either Argentina, Colombia, El Salvador, Honduras, or Mexico in order to apply to one of our career growth opportunities. And then furthermore, you need a good internet stable connection, at least 30 megabits per second, a headphone, a computer or laptop. Your hardware needs to be updated. And then, as we also mentioned earlier, for the administrative assistant and intake specialist position, you need at least 6 months of experience or a degree in a related field. And then also for the marketing assistant position, you do need a degree and then at least also 2 years of experience in that field. But then also we have the admin assistant position, the marketing assistant and intake specialist position. And then also, as we mentioned earlier, we have internal openings for an internal process team leader, HR technical writer, and then a technical writer and information security administrator. And then, please visit our website at www.jobtuck.com for more information about these positions. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Keep the questions coming. We still have plenty time. So if you already asked something, you can ask something else if you still have questions. And well, next question is, what do I need in order to become a marketing assistant? Well, to be considered for this opportunity, you should have proficiency in English. You also need excellent attention to detail and superior ability to prioritize. You need strong written and verbal communication skills. And also, this is very important, you need 2 years at least of professional experience. related to marketing or a degree in marketing. You also need to be proficient in MS Office. And as, like I mentioned, for all of our career opportunities, you need to have your own reliable and updated PC, a headset, and very important, a good internet speed of at least 30 megabytes per second. One thing that's also a requirement for all of our positions, regardless of the one that you are interested in, is that you guys need to match our core values, which are the ABCDEs. A stands for attack your day, B for being credible, C for complete the job, D for dream big, and E for have an excuse-free attitude. So be sure that you match these core values. This is for every position that we are offering right now. And yeah, for the marketing assistant position, those are the requirements we're looking for, the ones that I just mentioned.
Exactly. No, you actually explained that super well, Elena. I do apologize. I think it might be on my end. But yeah, guys, also, this is the final Dark Life live session of 2022. So guys, please keep your questions coming. If you need any tips or advice, or if you have any questions regarding our career growth opportunities, and I are here to assist you. We want coming. It's a great honor for us to answer your questions. Okay, and then we got a next question from Diana. And Diana is asking, can you please let me know what's the schedule for the virtual administrative assistant position? Okay, well, thank you so much for your question, Diana, and hello to you as well. Thank you so much for tuning in. Well, the schedule is determined by the US-based employer that you are placed with. So you will work according to the US employer schedule and their time zone within the US. But we all of our positions are full-time, and it cannot be taken on as a part-time basis. So it's super important to note that we only offer full-time career growth opportunities. That's absolutely amazing, isn't it, Alina?
Yes, it is. Thank you guys for sending your questions. We still have more time, so please, as Morny mentioned, we want to encourage you guys to make more questions. This is the last live session, well, the Doc Life live session for the year. So yeah, make sure that you are finishing the year the best way possible and decide to start a career from home with JobTech. So if you have any questions on how you can accomplish that, we are here to assist. And well, the next question says, I would like to start my application process in January. Would that be possible? Yes, of course, you can start your application process at any moment. If you decide to start in January, that's perfectly fine. Remember that the positions discussed during the live session, which are the marketing assistant position, the administrative assistant position, and the intake specialist position, are always open, those three. And at the moment, we have the other internal positions as well. So if you have any further questions regarding any of those positions, please let us know and we can assist you right now in this live Q&A. Thank you for your question.
Absolutely, yes. Okay, so our next question, customer service experience works as experience for the administrative assistant position. Well, yeah, definitely. I mean, that's a great experience to have. And I do believe that that the customer service skill is a great, especially for the administrative assistant position. So, but yeah, overall, I mean, any experience that you include in your resume will be taken into consideration. But yeah, I mean, that's a great skill to have.
Okay, so next question. Hello guys, can you give me some tips for my interview? Sure thing. Well, we highly suggest that you show up on time. Make sure that your equipment works properly. Make audio and video tests hours before the interview, just so that you will be sure that you won't have any issue related to video or audio at the moment of the interview. And also be sure that your background is clean and that you're taking the interview in a place where there's a light and that we can see you properly. And also try to take the interview in a quiet space without distractions. Also, please make sure that you are dressed accordingly. Remember that first impressions matter, so I personally recommend that you dress professionally and, of course, put your best foot forward for the interview. Just be yourself, relax, and always be honest with your answers.
Yes, exactly. Okay, we got a question from Abigail, and Abigail is asking, what level must my English be? Is intermediate level enough? Thank you so much for your question, Abigail. The required English levels are B2, which is advanced, and C1 or C2, which are native. So it's B2, C1, or C2. Thank you so much for your question. And then once more, guys, do I lag, Alina? Do I lag a bit?
Yes, a bit, but we
Yeah.
have to be able to understand you, so no worries.
Okay. Now, I since for understanding, guys.
Yes, these things happen. It's part of it, so no worries. Okay. Next question. The salary you offer on your jobs is net or gross? Okay, so the great question, by the way. The salary offered in our published career opportunities, in our open career opportunities, is before taxes. So please take that into consideration. That's a really, really good question. Thank you. So yeah, before taxes. Okay, let's see. Do we have more questions?
Okay, yes, guys. We got another question from Junior. Junior is stating, hi guys, lovely live session. Thank you so much, Junior. We greatly appreciate it, and thank you so much for tuning in. That's a great comment. Thank you so much. And then the question from Junior, may you please repeat the application requirements? You now need English test and okay, that's a great question, Junior. Thank you so much. Okay, so you will need to submit your resume, an essay, and a screenshot of your 15-minute FSET English test. The results, of course. So on the application form, be sure to read the instructions so you know how your documents needs to be submitted. And then you will also find the link for the English test there. So that's also important to note. And then again, guys, we cannot stress this enough. This is absolutely an amazing test if you decide to apply to one of our career growth opportunities. Read the instructions before you fill in the form. That's super, super important, guys. Believe me, it's a great tip. You can ask Alina yourself. Thank you so much.
Like the live session. No, yeah, but absolutely. The attention to detail is crucial, not only when you already have the position or the job, but it's crucial in the application process as well, especially in the application form. So yeah, remember that for each and every stage of the application process, you need to be successful. So you need to be successful in step 1 in order to be able to pass to the next one and so on. So yeah, that's why attention to detail is crucial on each and every stage, but especially like Ronnie mentioned during the application form filling. So yeah. Okay, so we have another question here. It says, can you explain the virtual information security administrator position, please? Sure, thank you for your question. The Information Security Administrator designs and enforces policies and procedures that protect the organization's computing infrastructure from all security breaches. You will be responsible for identifying vulnerabilities and working with the IT department to resolve them, ensuring that the network and data remain secure always at all times. And well, I know you guys will be asking this, so I'm going to tell you right now, the starting pay for the Information Security Administrator is $1,500 US per month. So yeah, if you have the experience, if you're interested in this position. We can't tell you guys enough. Apply now, apply today. Take the opportunity to start the new year 2023 in a great career opportunity, working from home. It's a fantastic experience. So yeah, we can't tell you guys enough. Apply now, apply today. It's a wonderful opportunity to grow your career.
Absolutely. Yeah, Lina, I couldn't agree more. As Lina mentioned, guys, apply today and kick 2023 off with a huge bang. So yeah, okay, guys. So moving on to the next question, Jose is asking, is there a vacancy that requires no previous experience? Okay, so Jose, for all of our positions, you do need to have a related degree if you do not have that required experience. But be sure to read the description and requirements of the position in order to understand what is required from you. So please visit www.jobdoc.com and click on career opportunities or apply now, and you can actually read more about that certain career description in the description itself. So please be sure to check that out. But yeah, thank you so much for your question, Jose.
Thank you. Okay, so upcoming question. Hello, can I select my work schedule? No, the schedule is determined by the employer that you would be placed with, but it will never exceed 40 hours per week. And also remember that you will be working accordingly to your employer's not only work hours, but also the time zone. So for example, if they're working accordingly to the Eastern Standard Time Zone, you would need to be working accordingly to that. For example, if you're in Mexico, as an example, and you're working accordingly to the Eastern Time Zone, and they work from 8 to 5, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., in Mexico, you would be working from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m., for example. So yeah, remember, it's accordingly to their work schedule, their working hours, and their time zone. But it will never exceed 40 hours per week.
Exactly. Okay, so we got another question. Is there a due date to apply to any of these positions? Okay, so that's a great question. Thank you so much for asking that question. For the admin assistant, marketing assistant, and intake specialist roles, you can apply when you are ready, as we are consistently recruiting for these positions. So for the internal roles, however, you need to get your application in as soon as possible, because the internal positions will be filled, will no longer be available once a suitable candidate has been found. But yeah, for the intake specialist role, the admin assistant and marketing assistant, we are always or currently recruiting always. But yeah, I mean, for the internal positions, if you want to work with the internal team, the opportunities are only available until we find a suitable candidate. So yeah, please be sure to remember that as well. Thank you so much for your question.
Thank you, guys. Take that into consideration in case you're thinking like, should I apply right now? Should I wait until the new year? Remember that, as Marnie mentioned, the internal positions will be closed when we find the right person for the role. So yeah, you might want to apply at once.
Absolutely.
Okay, so next question says, hello, I'm interested in the administrative and intake specialist opportunities. Should I send my application twice? Please apply for just one career opportunity. Make sure it is the one that you have more experience for, or that you are more interested in case you have the same amount of experience for one and other. You can discuss that you're interested in another position as well during your interview, but please only apply once and do it for the one that you are more interested in or that you have more experience for. So yeah, thank you for understanding and thank you for your question.
Yeah, exactly, guys. And yeah, as we also mentioned earlier, this is the final Dark live session of 2022. So we highly encourage you guys to ask plenty of questions. Alina and I are here to assist you guys. If you need tips or advice, if you have some questions regarding JobDoc or the application process, please feel free to ask your questions in the comment section. We will gladly assist you and give you some tips and advice and all of that. So please feel free to ask your questions, guys. This is the final Dark Live live session of 2022. So please keep the questions coming. And then, guys, I would also like to remind you that next week, Wednesday, same time, 1 p.m. EDT, I will host Mornay's World, the live session exclusively on Instagram. I will be joined by a special guest, and we will be talking more about the application process, the interview stage, the interview itself, and we will also be handing out some tips for you guys regarding the overall application process. And then, yeah, guys, we will also be answering your questions. So please be sure to check it out next week, Wednesday, 1 p.m. EDT, exclusively on Instagram.
Yes.
Okay, guys.
It's December 21st, Mornay's World on Instagram. Follow us there as well.
Exactly, guys. We are at the Job Doc, so please be sure to check that out. Yeah, exactly. Thank you so much, Alina. And then, okay, guys, we have a question from James. And James is asking, if I have only 5 months experience in customer service, can I apply with you guys? Well, James, the good news is absolutely. You can definitely apply. So please visit our website at www.jobdoc.com and hit the apply now button. It's absolutely an amazing opportunity. So please be sure. If you are interested in applying, James, please be sure to do so. It really is a great opportunity.
Yes, guys. All of our opportunities are for career growth. So if you're interested in growing your career from home and getting paid in US dollars, this is the best option. We are the best option. So yeah, thank you. If you have questions, please let us know. Keep them coming. We still have plenty of time. So yeah, the next question says, if I get hired, what kind of company will I be working with? Okay, that's an excellent question. We place you with a US-based employer to work remotely from your home, like I mentioned. Most of the employers are US law firms, but don't worry, you don't need any legal background for the positions that we have at this moment available on the website. But yeah, it's mostly law firms. But to say, if you're applying for the marketing assistant position, you would be handling marketing related tasks in that US law firm. Or if you're applying for the administrative assistant position, you would be handling only administration related tasks in that law firm. So yeah, like I mentioned, you don't need legal background at the moment for the positions that we have right now. So yeah, I hope that clears any possible further questions.
Yeah, that's an amazing answer, by the way, Alina.
Thank you.
And yeah, guys, of course, if you enjoy our live session, please remember to give us a like. We really appreciate that. So yeah, please give us a like, hit the like button if you enjoy this live session. And then, of course, guys, please keep the questions coming. Alina and I are ready and fired up to absolutely answer all of your questions. I mean, it's the final live session of 2022, the final Dark Live. So please keep the questions coming, guys. We are absolutely fired up. Okay, so Abigail is asking, will there be roles for South Africans in the near future? Well, Abigail, they are not. We don't have any positions available for South Africans at the moment. But please keep an eye on our website and social media channels, as we will announce the positions there when they are available. And then, of course, you can also subscribe to our weekly Job Flash newsletter, where we will also inform you about our available career growth opportunities and if and when we hire from South Africa again. So yeah, please check that out. It's also on our website. You can find it on the main screen of our website at www.jobdoc.com, and then you can scroll to the bottom and there's an option where you can subscribe to our Job Flash newsletter. There are some amazing information on that newsletter as well. I'm actually the one writing the newsletter, so yeah, we always make sure that we keep up with the trend and our ongoings and all of that. So yeah, please subscribe to the Job Flash newsletter, and we will keep you informed as well whenever we hire from South Africa again. Thank you so much for your question.
Thank you guys. And yes, subscribe to our newsletter. There you can see all the blogs regarding productivity that we have, the blogs regarding the weekly teas, which are video testimonials from our virtual assistants from all around the world. And yeah, we also have, you can always know when it's the new release of the Pumped Up Quacks podcast episode. So yeah, we always share that kind of information as well in the newsletter. So it's important that you guys subscribe if you want to have the latest news. And okay, this question says, I speak 3 languages. Does that help me get selected? Well, for the current career opportunities on offer, you need to be able to speak, read, and write in advanced English and Spanish. Remember that the English levels that we are accepting are B2, C1, and C2, which are advanced or English. But we're also looking for Spanish speakers. So yeah, you need to be able to, like I mentioned, speak, read, and write in advanced English and Spanish.
Exactly. Okay, so full-time position means 40 hours a week and 2 days off, correct? Yes, well, that is correct. But the exact schedule, that's your work time and days off, will be determined by the US-based employer you are placed with if you are hired. So it's all determined by the US-based employer. But to answer your question, yes, that is correct. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Guys, remember we are keeping the recordings of the live session on each of the platforms. We're keeping it on YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook, so you can be able to watch the live session from scratch and maybe take notes if you want when we finish the live. So no worries, this is gonna stay in the 3 platforms. You can also send it over to a friend or a family member that you know it could be interested in one of our career opportunities. So yeah, please take advantage of that. We're leaving the recordings in the 3 platforms so that you can watch the live session whenever you want and from scratch and take your notes. Okay, so with that said, we can continue with the next question. Thank you for responding, but what happens with taxes then? Well, thank you for your question. The taxes should be handled individually according to the laws and regulations in your country. So yeah, each of us handles the taxes how we should handle them in each of the countries. So yeah, that's handled individually.
Okay, so David is asking, is it possible for you can consider receive applications from Chile because many want to work remotely? PayPal works very well here in Chile. Okay, David, thank you so much for your question. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. I think it should either be David or David. So my apologies. I do hope that I pronounce it correctly. But yeah, to answer your question, we do hope to be able to hire incredible people from your country in the future. As I mentioned earlier, please check in with our social media channels, our website, and of course, the weekly Job Flash newsletter, where you will find all of the information, the updated information, and all of that regarding where we hire and some super insightful information. So yeah, please be sure to check that out. Thank you so much for your question.
Thank you, guys. Okay, so we have another one. This one says, what are the requirements to become the information security administrator? Well, you should have a degree in information technology or related field. You also need a professional information security certification. There are several certifications that we take into account. You also need to have at least 1 year of relevant work experience in the information security field and a solid knowledge of different information security frameworks. We are also requesting that the candidate that wants to apply for the information security administrator position has excellent problem solving and analytical skills. Also, the ability to educate a non-technical audience about various security measures. Also, please remember that you need excellent verbal and written communication skills, advanced or native level of English skills, both written and spoken, and also As for all of our positions, you need to have your own reliable and updated PC, a headset, and a good internet speed of at least 30 megabytes per second. So yeah, that's more or less the list of our general requirements if you're interested on the information security administrator. Thank you for asking.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, we have another question from Abigail. Abigail, thank you so much for asking the questions. I'd like to give a shout out to Abigail for asking the questions, David as well. And I'm pretty sure, let me just make sure, Maria is also asking a lot of questions. So yeah, guys, thank you so much. If I missed anyone, shout out to you as well. Thank you so much for asking the questions. We really enjoy helping you guys. Yeah, as we mentioned, it's the final Duck Live, guys. So yeah, let's keep on rocking on. Okay, so a question from Abigail. Is the Duck University assessment difficult? Okay, so the assessment will be to test that you successfully absorb the lessons throughout the course. So we recommend that you pay attention during all the calls, show up on time, dress and behave professionally, of course, participate and ask questions where you don't understand. I think that's super important. And then with these steps in mind, your chances of success in the course will be far, far, far greater. And yeah, we wish you the best of luck. Thank you so much for your question.
Yes, best of luck, guys, to everyone that's starting your application process soon, today. Best of luck to everyone that's having your interviews soon. We wish you the best of success, and remember that the key is attention to detail always and following instructions. So yes. Next question says, hello, Morning and Alina. Hello to you as well. I want to apply. What documents should I send? Well, make sure to please start your application process maybe on the website. It's one of the options that we have. It's the fastest one. And well, thank you for your interest. Regarding the documents, you need to send a copy of your resume in .doc format. We also request an essay explaining why a U.S. company should consider hiring offshore talent from your country. This is also requested in .doc format. And of course, also a screenshot of your English test result. So yeah, those are the documents that we're requesting. Like I mentioned, please start your application process from the website. That's how you can start it. And then we will ask you to send the documents, to upload the documents. So yeah, you can do it from there and send the documents I mentioned.
Okay, so Paulina is asking, if I applied and got till the interview step but didn't make it, I can never apply. Or after how long could I try again? Okay, Paulina, thank you so much for your question. Well, unfortunately, if you have the interview, you can no longer reapply. But if you did not have the interview, you can reapply with a different email address when you are ready to do so. So please remember that if you decide to reapply and you didn't fail before the interview stage, you are able to reapply, but please make sure to use a different email address when you do so. And yeah, then of course, if you decide to do so, we do wish you the best of luck.
Yes, best of luck. Okay, so what are the tasks of the marketing position? Well, duties include but are not limited to helping plan and implement the marketing and advertising activities of the firm, also planning events, writing copies, posting on social media, assisting in keeping the company visible and connected to the clients and prospects. You'd also be in charge of content creation, maybe some basic video editing, and also very possibly social media management of the firm that you will be placed with. So yeah, those are some of the duties that you can expect. Of course, these are general duties. You may be handling some of the ones that I just mentioned. Maybe you are not handling some of the ones that I mentioned, but generally, this is what you can expect as tasks of the marketing assistant position. Thank you for your question.
Okay, so any tips for the interview? Thank you so much for this question. Yeah, so I will say you need to make sure that you show up on time. You need to dress professionally. And then also you need to ask, the people in your household to give you some space and privacy during the interview, because of course during the interview stage, it needs to be quiet and there shouldn't really be any background noises. And of course, we don't want you to be distracted. So that's also super important. And then you should also check your equipment before you start the interview. You should make sure that you can that your microphone is working, also that your internet connection is stable and all of that. But yeah, furthermore, also you need to have a professional background. I think that's also really super important. And then, of course, it needs to be quiet as well. Even though it's a virtual interview, it's still an interview. You're still, coming for an interview, and it's super important to put your best foot forward. It's super important to be as professional as possible. And then, yeah, you just need to be yourself. I think that's also crucial. So, yeah, I hope I answered your question. Thank you so much for asking.
Thank you for asking. Yes, that's a great comment that Morne just mentioned. Remember, we understand that it is an interview that you might be taking at home, but it's still a job interview. So yeah, like Morne mentioned, you would want to dress professionally and keep it super professional because it's still a job interview. So yeah, thank you for taking that into account. Thank you, Morne. That was very well explained. And well, we are wrapping up, guys, but we still have some time for some more questions. What are the requirements for the administrative assistant position? Well, to be considered for this opportunity, you should have proficiency in English, excellent attention to detail, and superior ability to prioritize. You also need strong written and verbal communication skills. You need to have MS Office proficiency. Good internet speed, as you already know, with at least 30 megabytes per second. And as I mentioned before, you need to have your own reliable and updated PC and a headset as well. Thank you for your question.
Yeah, exactly. And then we got another question. Morne, I can hear that you are South African, so my question is for you. How do you work with this load shedding being on stage 5 or 6? We do have UPS on our Wi-Fi, so that is not a problem, but with networks being out and all of that stuff. Okay, that's an absolutely amazing question. If you do not have backup power at your disposal, you will be assisted with a backup power solution to keep you going during load shedding. And furthermore, it's also important to have a plan B on your network. Like if your Wi-Fi isn't working due to load shedding and all of that, you should have a plan B, like a modem or something like that. It's super important to always have a network connection because obviously, you are working from home. So therefore it is important to have you should have a plan B, plan C, and all of that. So yeah, it's super important to keep in mind. But yeah, thank you so much for that question.
Thank you, guys. Okay, so we have time for some last questions. Are you hiring people from Honduras? Yes, at the moment we are hiring incredible people from Honduras, Mexico, Argentina, Colombia, and El Salvador. So if you are living in one of those countries and have the permission to work in one of those countries, you can totally apply today for any of our career opportunities at the moment. Thank you for asking.
Okay, guys. Yeah, as Elena just mentioned, we are close to wrapping up. So we are going to answer a few more questions. So basically, you don't know your schedule until you're hired, right? Will it change over time, or is it possible to change it? Or is it fixed while someone works for you guys? Okay, yes, that is right. You will know who your potential match is when you reach the matchmaking stage. And of course, the interview with the US employer. You can express any concerns about the schedule to your staff liaison, so they can be taken into consideration. But yeah, you will be introduced to your staff liaison at the matchmaking process, at the matchmaking stage. So even after you start working, your staff liaison will be on hand for any concerns you might have. So yeah, they are always there to support you. So yeah, it's super important to keep that in mind as well. Thank you so much for your question.
Thank you, guys. Okay, last question on my end. How can I apply? Please visit jobdoc.com. It's our website. You can click on the Apply Now button. It's on the top right corner of the main page, and you can select one of our career opportunities. Of course, please choose the one that you're more interested in and the one that you have more experience for. And well, you can start your application process from there. Thank you for your interest, and it's an absolutely fantastic time for you to start applying, guys, because you can start 2023 with a brand new career opportunity, and it's going to be great.
Yes, exactly. I couldn't have said it any better, Alina. Okay, yeah, guys. So, okay, this is also the last question from my end. Any tips on how to improve both written and spoken English? That is an amazing question. What a question what a last question we have. So that's awesome. Thank you so much for that one. Okay, so it's super important to practice speaking as much as you can. I mean, if you have some friends and family who can speak English, be sure to speak English with them, practice your English with them. And also ask for feedback. That's also really crucial and important. I mean, the people around you should be honest, and they should help you improve your English. And then furthermore, it's important to read literature and and all of that. So you can read books, blogs, newspapers, stuff that's interesting for you, that you enjoy reading. So please be sure to check that out as well. I think that's also going to help you a lot. And then you can also watch English movies with English subtitles. I think that's also crucial, and that will definitely help you out a lot. And when it comes to speaking English, I think something that can also assist you well is listening to podcasts. I mean, if you have your favorite podcast and it's in English, you can be sure to listen to that quite often. I do believe that listening to podcasts also improves your English. But besides that, it's not only about listening to the conversation they have or the topic they talk about. You should go more in depth and actually listen to what they say, how they pronounce stuff, and all of that. I do believe that that will definitely also assist you. And then furthermore, you can also visit our website at www.jobdoc.com. On our resource tab, on the homepage, you will find the resources tab. You can click on that, and you can download our English improvement resource for free, which is quite amazing, and that will also assist you. So yeah, I do hope that I answered your question, and thank you so much for this question. And yeah, guys, well, thank you so much for tuning in. As always, Alina, thank you. It was a great honor to co-host the Dark Life live session with you. And yeah, to the audience, guys, this was the very last Dark Life live session episode of 2022. So yeah, it was absolutely a great honor to give you guys more information, and also to answer your questions and all of that. And yeah, guys, next week, Wednesday, 1 p.m. EDT, I will host Mornay's World, the live session exclusively on Instagram. I will also be joined by a special guest, as we'll talk more about JobDoc's application process, the interview stage, and also we will also provide you guys with tips and advice regarding JobDoc's application process. And then you guys are also more than welcome to join the live session to come and ask your questions or concerns. We will be there to answer them. So please be sure to check it out. Mornay's World, 1 p.m. EDT, next Wednesday, exclusively on Instagram. But yeah, from my end, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for asking your questions. And as always, thank you so much, Alina.
Thank you, Morne, for co-hosting. It was an honor co-hosting all the Doc Lives from 2022. It's crazy that the year has passed and the year is ending, but well, I'm really excited for all the upcoming 2023 Doc Lives that we're gonna be co-hosting with always informative and insightful information for you guys. So thank you, Paul, and thanks everyone for tuning in. It was fantastic. We hope that you enjoyed it. And yeah, we also hope that we were able to clarify any possible doubts regarding the career opportunities that we offer, and that in some sense we inspired you to apply now, to apply today, to start 2023 with a new career opportunity. working from home, it's honestly a great opportunity. So we highly encourage you guys to try it out, to apply now. And well, we wish you the best of luck to everyone that's starting your application process soon. And yeah, guys, always attention to detail is crucial. Watch our resources section. It's gonna help you a lot for the application process. And well, once again, thank you very much. Happy holidays, enjoy them, and well, thank you guys once again. It was fantastic. Thank you. Take care.
Bye-bye.